What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I decided that I wanted to film a video today. I have an errand that I want to run. I'm looking for some little organza bags for some stuff that I'm doing around the house. And I thought that I would do my makeup while before I actually leave my house so I don't look like a demon. So, yeah, today I'm going to be using from Meera Beauty. I'm going to be using their Beijing Baddie palette. I opened this on my last video and I showed you guys what it looked like on the inside, but if you haven't seen that video, then this is what the palette looks like on the inside. It's really beautiful. There are two pressed glitters that I already said I'm not really a huge fan of, simply because glitter has a tendency to flake off into the eye and you can scratch your cornea, it can get lost, I mean, there's all kinds of things that can happen. So I'm not the biggest fan of pressed glitters, but if they're in a palette, I'm not going to complain. It's just, it is what it is. But I really want to use this Beijing Baddie palette today. So if you're interested in seeing the look that I come up with, then keep watching. Okay, first things first, I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid and underneath my brow bone, just to give myself a nice base with which to work from. This palette also comes with a nice sized mirror, which is super duper handy, especially, trying to do your makeup in like a compact is really hard because you can't see your whole eye, but there's a sizable mirror in here. I mean, it's a good mirror, like nice and big, which I appreciate very much. It's getting to that time of year where my eyelids are starting to get crusty. Love that. Makes my makeup look so much easier to do. Alright, so anyway, enough whinging about that. The first color I'm going to go in with is Lawn, which is this shade, this dark blue shade here. And I'm just going to put that in my crease. And I'm going to do that with a brush. What brush? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think I will go in with my ColourPop E2, which is a nice big fluffy ended brush. I want this to be really blown out and very, I don't know the word that I'm looking for. I want it to be nice and soft. That's what I was trying to say. Nice and soft. Now this is an interesting, almost like evergreen color. It's not quite blue, but it's not quite green either. It's this beautiful in between. Super pretty shade. And I'm just going in with a really light hand because this is such a dark color. I'm experiencing a little bit of patchiness, but I'm not sure if that's the palette or my eyelid. I'm actually kind of leaning towards it's my eyelid, simply because as I already stated, I've got really dry eyelids right now, even though I moisturized this morning. But yeah, that's all right. Oh, that's a really pretty color on camera. I mean, in person, it's a pretty color too. It's not just on camera that it's a pretty color, because that would be weird. So I want to deepen this up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a bit of a heavier hand, but I'm going to focus that mainly in my crease. So I'm not really going to be blending up a whole lot. Oh, that gives nice good definition. I like that. I really wish my eyelids weren't really crusty right in this area because it's messing with my head. So I think the next color I'm going to go in with is I'm going to try Lychee, which is this shade right here. There's only 4 mattes in this palette, which makes it a little harder for me to kind of grasp and get my head around. But and unfortunately, this might actually be a palette that I'd have to go into other palettes to make work, if that makes sense. So yeah, actually, I might go in with Envelope, which is this pinky red shade, and I just dipped my finger into Ming, which is awesome. Love that. And I'm gonna see how this works. And if it creates kind of a purple, which is what I'm hoping for, which it is. Sweet. So I'm going to take that really deep in my crease. Oh, that's sweet. Love that. All right. Oh, that makes a really pretty purple, like in my crease. That looks real good. But I've used the wrong brush for this, so I'm going to go in on, nope, on an E9 from ColourPop. It's just a smaller floofy-ended brush. And I'm going to use this, it's just a denser packed floofy-ended brush. And I'm really going to focus that in my crease to create that really beautiful purple. And the reason I'm using this brush is because it also blends out as well as places shadow down. I really, really wish my eyelids weren't being a baby back bitch right now, but they are. So it's making it more difficult for me to like properly gauge the shadows. Do I think that's a beautiful purple? Absolutely. But for whatever reason, the blue is not sticking right there. And so I'm going to have to go back and forth a bit, I think, to get that purple all the way across my eye. So it's not like purple, red, purple. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling, which I'm not blaming on the shadows at all. So don't take that as a negative. As I've said, you know, my eyelids are being really weird today. I am not using anything differently than I use every other day, but the weather has been so cold lately. We are properly into fall, so much so that I'm actually considering turning on the heater, because overnight it's getting really cold in our house, and I worry about our cats. I mean, yes, I know they're cats. They have fur. They, you know, they don't react to cold the same way that we do, but I just still don't want it to be uncomfortable for my boys, obviously. Yeah, I really like this formula. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Meera Beauty's formula. It's super simple to work with. There's literally no kick up in my pans at all. So they're quite firmly pressed, but you don't suffer with it for lack of pigmentation. Like it is a really, really good formula. Really, really like it a lot. Like it a lot. Coffee. I think the next color I'm going to go in with is, I'm going to keep it pretty simple today. I'm going to go in with Royal Flush, which is this shimmery pink shade here. And I'm going to take that on an E1 from ColourPop. And I'm going to place that on the inner corner of my lower lid. Or I'm going to place it next to Envelope. And then I'm going to go in with Lotus, which is this really pale pink right on the inner corner. Ooh, beach. Oh, that's a stunning color. And at first I thought it was going to be like a topper, just given the consistency of it. But no, it's got proper pigmentation to it as well. Why do I have a random cat here flying around? This would be beautiful as a topper as well, but I don't think you guys can tell on camera the shift. I'll see if I can do like that and show you a bit. But it's really, really pretty. I wonder how it applies with the finger. Oh, yeah. Why, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Then I'm going to take, another brush. I'm not sure which one. Still not sure which one. I'm going to take an M204 from Morphe, and I'm going to take Lotus. I'm going to place that on the inner corner. Ooh! Ooh! There's something weird happening between these two. It's turning like a... It's giving me like a fourth shade on my eyelid. That's fucking cool. That is so super cool. So it's like this deep purple, and then in between Royal Flush and Lotus, it's turned into this really pretty purple. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can. It's right. Oh, that's cool. That is so neat. I wonder if it's... I hope it's going to do it on my other eye. Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. Love, love, love that. Now, there is the tiniest bit of kick up with this one, but I think it's because I'm using a different type of brush. This shade is quite icy, which is not a bad thing. So, yeah, I'm not saying anything bad because of it. I don't know what I'm going to do on my bottom lash line now. I think I know what I'm going to do. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll work through it. I'm going to quickly do my face off camera, and then I'll come back to finish off the eye look. All right, guys, so my face is done. I used my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. I used my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I used my Fenty blush and my Lunar Beauty Moon's Prism palette in Stargaze for my blush. So that's what I've done since I've been gone. So the next color I'm going to go in with is on my lower lash line. I think I might go back in with Lawn first, and I'm just going to hug that really close to the lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Envelope, and I'm going to go over the top of that and kind of blow that out a bit. And so I'm going to take a Morphe M113. I can never remember what these are called, but they're just a flat, straight edged brush. And I'm really pushing Lawn into my lashes. I don't know why, but I always end up going heavy-handed on my left side rather than my right side. I don't understand it. Okay, so I'm going to take the E9 from ColourPop, the same one I used on my upper lid. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use just the tip. And I'm really smudging this out. And I'm using the side of the bristles to really smoke out that lash line there. So boom. Easy. Yeah, perfect. Easy. Easy, easy. Now I'm going to go in on the lower lash line on the inner corner, and I'm going to put in Lotus, which was that really light pink one. I'm going to put that just on the inside corner of my eye. Yeah, that completes the lower lash line. Now I need to put on an eyeliner. Question is which one? I think I might go in with Urban Decay's Alkaline, which is this really pretty red. And I'm just going to pop that on my waterline. Yeah, ooh, that's pretty together. Nice color combo, Alexis. Self high five. All right. Now I'm going to go in and do my mascara and my lips, and then I'll come back and discuss my feelings on the palette. I've managed to somehow really fuck up my bottom lip. I don't understand what the hell I've done. That's the color Cami in ColourPop's Lippy Sticks, and I use BFF as the aligner. So now I'm going to do some setting spray. Okay, so final thoughts. Alright, when I first looked at this palette, I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't sure about the color story. Now, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot that you can do with it, but from what I can tell with these shadows is they play really well with each other. And so while the shimmer to matte ratio is not my ideal, and the pressed glitters I definitely could do without, however, I was still able to come up with a really pretty look, and I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. I'm quite interested to see how this yellow and Lan play with each other, and then like kind of go over in these shades and play a bit and see how those turn out. But, I mean, all in all, I think this is a really pretty palette. The shadows worked really, really well with each other. I mean, as you can see, I was able to create two different colors that weren't in the palette by just mixing. And I digging it pretty hard, actually. The shimmers are beautiful. The mattes blend effortlessly with each other. If my eyelids weren't being such a bitch right now, you know, they would look completely different. But I think I need to go back to my hydrating eye moisturizer. There we go. Moisturizer. Because yeah, it's getting to that time of year. I need to start more hydration going on. But, yeah, so if you were kind of interested in the Beijing Baddie palette, it's not a bad palette. It's really not. Like I said, I really dig Meera's formula, and I am so glad that I got these palettes. I can't even begin to tell you. So I actually have a few looks that I could probably do with this palette, and so I'm really interested to see what other looks I can come up with. If you guys have been on the fence about Meera Beauty, I definitely say give them a shot. They're like I said, their customer service is top notch. They're super, super nice. They're really engaged with their clients, and I think it's just wonderful. So if you really want to look into Meera Beauty Co., I can't recommend them highly enough. So that's the end of the video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!